leaving him in a battle instantly with two weird creatures by his side. Once you take them out, you realize that one, you yourself didn't deal too much damage to these creatures at all, and two, that some weird creatures came out of the Prismod you
I could do that. Hello everybody, my name is Christian Pokemon Champion, and I'm gonna beat this Disney-made Pikachu clone of a game without any Spectrobes. But first, let me introduce you to this game. Back in 2007, Disney had the goal to dethrone Pokemon. 2 years later, they dropped the entire series flat. The point of the game was to beat these fugly creatures named crawlers. Did I just say that word? They're just misunderstood! Primarily with Spectrobes, which were essentially equivalent to fossil Pokemon. Today, I'm just using my bare fist to kick these aliens out of my solar system. Although if aliens do exist, I think you're cool, and I'm on your side. If you want a more in-depth history of this game, check out Jordan Fringe Gaming's video on the series. Now let's begin! In this game, we can't name ourselves Job Jr., as you should. Instead, we're a white canvas of a character named Rollin. Sorry ladies, Disney is misogynistic AF. So no female options here. Can we talk about these graphics though? Oh, the memories are flooding in. Whoa! Since this isn't a game that my main audience is used to, I'm gonna try to actually read the story so you don't have to. Meet Rollin and Gina. He's a rapscallion, always getting into trouble, and she's the goody-goody two-shoes of the two. Actually, I think I need to fix this. Keep my head right in the middle. This is apparently the first mission in ages. Now I'm really wondering what the other missions were about. Also, it can't be that many years ago since they look like they're in their 20s. Anyway, this dude that looks like they came straight from Mega Man X informs us about this object that fell onto the planet Daichi, which is interesting because Daichi is Earth in Japanese. By the way, this is one of those games where the bottom of the screen is the focus of our gameplay. Very weird experience, honestly. This is legit kind of messing me up since I'm recording on my laptop. Oh, I should get my laptop. I really don't want to get it. That's a lot of work. This is legit kind of messing me up since I'm recording on my laptop. I mean DS. Some searching later, we located the object, which turned out to be a pod with a person in it. Right next to the pod was a watch-like foreign device. And when one finds a weird object on the ground, what is a normal response? 1, leave it there, it's probably really hot from going through the atmosphere. 2, take a picture of it as evidence. Or 3, attach it to our suit that's keeping us alive on this planet. Oh cool, a tie! Apparently, doing this welcomed a natural disaster to attack us. Look out, you're about to be struck by a tornado! And in this game, tornadoes are equivalent to a wild Pokemon encounter forcing you to fight. But instead of a cute Poochyena that would be fully willing to obey every order you give it to it, we're transported to a pocket dimension to fight these abominations. Hi! Time to beat some midichlorian butts! I can't believe I did that. A few things from fighting this battle. We got 4 ways to fight. We got our fists, useful for stunning the enemies, or flinging them across the room. Come back here, come back here! A sword, which is more useless than a non-shiny Pokemon to R9 beats.
Emotional damage!
Of course, our Spectrobes, which I'll be probably throwing away the moment I'm able to. At the moment though, I can't. Even tried having the crawlers faint them, but in this tutorial battle, they literally can't defeat us. A way for the beginner to learn how to play the game without the frustration of losing immediately. Literally, as I'm writing this script, I am letting them hit me over and over again without looking, since I know I'm gonna be fine. And lastly, the gun, which is gonna be our primary means of beating the crawlers. With only our fists at our side, well, in the enemy's faces, for now, the best strategy is to run around the circle so as to prevent as much damage as possible, punching the crawlers when I'm safe to do so. Imagine doing this in Pokemon, just punching a Pokemon. Ooh, I should actually do that.
Ah, he's there!
And once you defeat them, they just go poof, and the Facebook avatar just goes static. Winning also earns us Gura, the money currency in this game that allow us to upgrade our guns, which we're definitely gonna need. Also, remember the Superman hobo from the pod? To my disappointment, he is in fact not a future Rollin, coming to warn me about eating that sandwich I found on the floor earlier. No, CPC, don't eat it. But Aldous, a survivor from another galaxy, to warn us about our impending doom from this solar system devouring, peeing in your pants inducing monsters called crawlers. That was a long sentence. They claim that they're from the Giorno system. It appears that they made Aldous' universe a dinner, and about to have the Milky Way as their dessert. Much time later, our superior sends us off to the planet Genchi. After learning that Daichi is Earth in Japanese, now I'm curious about the names of all the planets. Vision. After reading this much about the story, soon I'm gonna know more about Spectrobes than I do about Pokemon. But before that, I'll have an AK-15.
How original.
Oh, and a nuke.
Daring today, aren't we?
In this only weapons shop in the entire universe, I can upgrade my guns. I'm looking forward to these guns specifically, but for now I can only afford upgrading my current gun, with enough for a bigger fist. Let's test these babies out. Vision, the final frontier. This match went by so much quicker. Before it took me 20 minutes, and I have the footage to prove it. The gun was definitely performing better than my 1-hit point punches. I found the best strat to be going to each corner of the circle and shooting in the dark. Despite not being able to see, with 3 opponents, at least 1 ought to hit. 200 Gura! I might span this quite a bit until I get enough money for an upgrade. But it's 1 a.m. in the morning and I gotta go to bed. Okay, I'm ready. The commander then wants us to visit the desert planet Nessa to visit a person named Cyrus. Nessa. Oh, you know how long you've kept me waiting? This feels like political commentary, Disney. Cyrus, it seems, has been having trouble with the crawlers, so he called the NPP, basically the police of the story, of which we are employed. Kinda shady that the civilian can call up the police just to do a personal request. They wanted this government entity to obtain a keystone for free, essentially. Oh, bribing us for good measure. Bruh! With this new gun that I bought off screen, I can now immobilize 2, maybe 3 opponents at a time. Though now these crawlers might have long range attacks too, which is fine since I'm better off dodging as many battles as possible anyway. And I need to finish this game as quickly as possible because Pokemon is calling. Anyways, I discovered the requested keystone in the pyramid ruins, which the developers not so subtly mentioned that this was once a control room for a really big ship, priming me with lore. Okay, got the keystone, now where's my money? Coincidentally, during this interaction, our headquarters gets attacked by crawlers. I love that these workers are completely unfazed by these tornadoes invading their base. It is here where we're first introduced to boss crawlers. You can probably equate these things to gym leaders. They're basically what you'd think they'd be. A regular crawler, but with a higher HP and a predictable attack pattern. By the way, when I first saw that my boss was saying that the tree abomination was unaffected by our weapons, I started sweating. Thank goodness I didn't take in consideration these guns. You'd think they're compensating for something. Back to the story. Remember that pyramid lore? Well, we're gonna need it to head to the furthest part of our solar system, a planet called Mido. Huh? Since without it, it's impossible with our current technology to get there. Crazy how we're hopping between planets, and yet we can't get to the specific planet. So we're gonna need to do a scavenger hunt to get all these 7 Dragon Balls, blue, red, and green keystones that allow us to fly this pyramid? Get all that? Good. Here's our route. The green keystone is in a museum on our planet. Convenient.
Just don't steal the TV.
The red one within reach here, and now for the blue keystone. Oh, and remember the guy that bribed us from before? Well, apparently we gave him it from the personal request earlier. See, this is why we don't take bribes. Hi, can we have our blue egg back? Yes. Oh, for real? But actually no. The only way he's willing to give us the keystone that'll save our solar system and subsequently your sorry butt, never stop the grind, is to find a big diamond, which is apparently deep in this jungle. But before we can even safely step into the forest, as it is cautioned due to some sort of radiation, we'll be needing a corona-resistant suit since a regular suit won't be enough to protect us. Disney seriously did a Simpsons. Well, it makes sense since they own the show now, and ironically, I don't have enough money to buy a suit. You know, you guys deserve the crawlers. Anyway, I got the money, bought the suit, defeated the spinning crawler boss that guarded the diamond, and traded it for the final keystone. Now that we've done the song and dance, this crawler boss came out of nowhere, Kool-Aid Man style.
Oh yeah!
To ruin my whole career. How? These stinking little drones. They're initially not that bad. I mean, their attacks seem to hit even though they don't look like they're going to. Seems cheap at first, but after a certain amount of damage to the main boss, they start healing much faster than I could damage them. Is humanity's weapons truly unable to harm these crawlers? Is there truly no hope for whatever species we are? Let's put a pin in it. Ouch! Sorry.
Head south on planet Daichi Southwest, then make a U-turn toward Nessa. If you found the edge of the universe, you've gone too far.
Now, prior to getting to the main boss's main base, the game allows us to go straight to the planet, no issues whatsoever, or go back to another lava planet to get to this ultimate Spectrobes, of which we don't need. Right? Y'all funny if you think I'm gonna go back to get to this ultimate Spectrobe. So anyway, on the crawl planet. Kinda underwhelmed by the lack of darkness and scary crawls everywhere. That's more like it. So this is the final boss, eh? Let's do this. Well, I need to do one more thing. I made all the crawlers HP at 69. Haha. Nice. Oh, so the final boss can't be damaged by my guns. Or my fists. Huh. If I'm forced to get this perfect Spectrobes things, why even give me the option to fight the boss in the first place? So it turns out it is impossible to beat Spectrobes without Spectrobes. So I head back to my ship in total shame, looking in my space rearview mirror, hoping the crawlers don't eat my entire solar system while backtracking. I'm sorry, everybody. I have failed you. That's the stuff of nightmares. I just used the ultimate Spectrobe and it didn't do any damage to the boss. It just took down their barrier. You know, just in case, can I shoot my gun? What? You can? All right, let's save the universe. What an easy boss. Is that all you got, crawlers?
諦めんなよ
A flower?
諦めんなお前
Oh, they spawn crawlers.
どうしてそこでやめるんだそこで
Oh, I got this.
もう少し頑張ってみろよ
Now it's just the third wave. This is it? Heals. No, not again. Ah! Easy peasy, you've saved the universe. What are you gonna do now? I'm going to Space Disney. It wasn't just me. It was my friends and my Spectrobes. Nah, bro, I did all the work. Suck it. But you guys know we got one more opponent to face. The healing boss from earlier. Even after inputting every cheat I could find on the internet, there just aren't any weapons strong enough that can damage them faster than their healing component. Despite using Spectrobes to defeat the drones, I did make sure to defeat the main boss using nothing but my raw humanly strength. Looking back, I'm proud of the work we've done here. I've made friends, assisted the community, pushed the limits of what humans can do, all while saving our home. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Yeah, that was a cheesy ending. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any prayers, please let me know in the comments below. And with that, I say, keep being awesome.